Hey, Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training, and in today's video, we're talking about how to grip a baseball bat for maximum bat speed and power. Let's just get straight into it. So I wanted to make this video because we talk about a lot of different things in these videos, but I don't think I've ever covered how to properly grip the baseball bat. And I know this is something that's very, very simple, but if you can't master this, then you're definitely not going to be able to master anything else that we talk about. And sometimes it's very necessary to take one small step back and go over the basics and the fundamentals so that you can take a bunch of steps forward, right? So grip, I know it's something very, very basic, but I like to compare it to, a foundation on a house, right? The foundation is the most important part of the house, and your grip is one of the most important parts about hitting, because that's one of your starting points, right? It's just like your stance. If you don't have a good starting point, then it's going to be very hard for you to get to a good end point. Just like building the house, if you don't have a great foundation, it doesn't matter what else is in the house. You can have the best appliances, you can have a great refrigerator, you can have a huge TV mounted on the wall, you can have the latest and greatest video games, but if that foundation's not there, then it doesn't matter. Your house might fall down. So we need to go back to the basics, go back to the fundamentals. That's why I decided to make this video. So let's talk about grip. Typically, younger players are taught to align their door knocking knuckles. That's typically the grip that's taught to you as a youth player. And what that means is if you were to go over to your neighbor's house, knock on their door and ask for a favor, obviously you would knock with this first set of knuckles here. So the idea is to align both sets of door knocking knuckles. Now, when I personally do this, I find this to be a little bit uncomfortable. I almost feel like I'm hyper aligned, okay? And when I get into my stance, I actually like to hit with my back elbow just a little bit higher like this, and I feel like that I'm almost hyper aligned, and I feel like it's really a strain to get that back elbow up when I have this particular grip. So this one is what's traditionally taught. It's not my favorite. I think we can improve on this. A second common grip that is taught is what's known as the box grip, and I like this one a little bit better than aligning your door knocking knuckles, but I still think that this grip can be improved on as well. But this grip, the way it works is with your top hand, so for a right-handed hitter, my right hand, I'm going to align my door knocking knuckles with my left hand's secondary knuckles, if you want to call it that. So you see how that looks more like a box there, but the trouble with this grip is I still think that it causes some inconsistencies in your swing. A couple of examples, one of them being, I think that it creates somewhat of a loop in your swing because that's the only way that the barrel can release when you're gripped like this. And it also can cause some premature or some early wrist roll. So even if I make contact, I might get flippy right here as opposed to getting into a good solid extension position like this. We never want to finish our baseball swing by flipping across like this. And I think the box grip can sometimes promote that. So your timing with these inconsistencies that it's going to cause, that premature early wrist roll, if you roll your wrist immediately after contact, my bat is on plane and then all of a sudden it's off plane really, really quickly. So if you're going to use the box grip, your timing has to be absolutely perfect, because otherwise, let's say you're a little bit early on a ball, you might have your wrist start rolling here and you haven't even made contact with the ball yet. So you might swing and miss, or you might hit the top of the ball and produce a top spin ground ball to the shortstop or something like that. So honestly, the grip that I found that works best for me is splitting the difference between that original aligning your door knocking knuckles here and that box grip. So just split the difference somewhere in between. My door knocking knuckles on my top hand are about in between both my door knocking knuckles and my secondary knuckles, something more like this here. That is a happy medium, and the best part about this grip is I find that I have really good bat speed, really good bat control, right? It feels comfortable. I'm not straining to get that back elbow up like the way I like to start. And probably most importantly, this grip here allows me at the point of contact to get palm up, palm down. If I stop at the point of contact and I open my hands, I'm palm up, palm down. But if I'm aligned like this, that's not really palm up, palm down. And this is not necessarily palm up, palm down either. So we want to make sure that our grip allows us to easily get to a good solid hitting position at the point of contact. So now that we've got our fingers aligned and we've got the proper grip, let's talk about a few more key elements so that you can maximize your bat speed and your power. One being is make sure that your grip, your hands are nice and loose and relaxed. This is a common problem that I see with a lot of hitters. They're trying to squeeze the sawdust out of the baseball bat, guys. So you have to realize that loose muscles are fast muscles. That's why I recommend having a loose and relaxed grip. Loose muscles are fast muscles. That's the fastest you're going to be able to whip your baseball bat through the zone, is when you have a loose and relaxed grip. And I'm not telling you to be loosey-goosey throughout your entire swing. Your hands are going to tense up properly at the point of contact without you even needing to think about it in the first place. So start off with a nice and loose grip. When you start off in your stance, your hands are going to tighten up. And then the last thing is you want to make sure that you're holding the bat in your fingers and not deep down here in the palm of your hand. Think about it like you are nailing a nail into a piece of wood with a hammer, right? Would you grip the bat deep down into your palm like this and nail it like this? Or would you have it out in your fingertips like this and nail it like this? You have much more precision. You're much more accurate here. You have much more bat control. And you're also stronger here. I can sit here and do this all day. If it's in my palm, I don't have as much strength here, okay? So if you want to ultimately have more bat speed and have more bat control, then you want to make sure that you're holding the baseball bat out in your fingertips. And an easy way to do that is just open up your grip and check out the angle that the bat is resting, okay? This is a good angle here. I'm not out here like this, way out here in my fingertips. I'm still in here a little bit, right where my calluses would be, right in here like this. But if you look at that angle, that's a good angle, versus if I tilt that angle and I have it somewhere along the lines in here and I close it, that's more of that box grip that we were talking about. That's in my palm. That's not going to be as an effective of a grip. Also, before you go, I want you to grab my free Bat Speed Boosters workout. This is a free workout that is filled with drills that are going to boost your bat speed and your power, okay? So all you have to do to grab this free workout is just click on the link in the first comment. I'll leave the link in that first comment. I'm going to pin it for you. So just click on that link. That'll take you to my website. All I need is your email address. That way I know where to send this free Bat Speed Boosters workout. So go ahead, do that right now. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because we're coming out with new baseball videos every single week. I don't want you to miss any of them. Some of our players were saying that they were having trouble, when a new video would go live, they weren't notified immediately. And so if you want to get notified as soon as we upload and release a brand new video, be sure that you turn notifications on. You have to click that little bell. So subscribe to the channel, turn your notifications on, and I'll see you next time.